Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here and you like home arcade, hit like, hit subscribe. Today we're talking about buttons. You know those things that you mash on the arcade to make your character move around? Some people do not like the buttons that are on the Arcade1Up cabinet. We're going to be talking about that. We're also going to be talking about ways and places you can go to upgrade those buttons. So check this out. Arcade1Up's first generation Arcade1Up cabinets had buttons that a lot of people disliked. They said these buttons suck and they want something better. So Arcade1Up did respond by their third generation cabinets. They changed out the buttons, and since then, the buttons are pretty much the same. And some people dislike those even more. I'll tell you my opinion in just a second. Then we're going to be talking about the Marvel Superhero Cabinet. A limited edition version was sold directly from their website. This was a test. They use Sanwa genuine buttons on this, sticks and buttons from a company. You know, this is basically like a premium brand like Nike or Reebok that everyone just trusts and says these are the greatest buttons. But maybe you have a different brand that you really like. Maybe comment down below. So I want to show you a couple places I go to buy buttons that are not name brand, that are not the Sanwa. And I found that a lot of people enjoy them, and they're pretty inexpensive. That's DIY Retro Arcade. Now, I have a lot of these buttons in stock. I'm going to show you close-ups of these buttons and show you why you may or may not want to upgrade to these buttons. First of all, I want to let you know, if you're new to modding or anything like that, swapping out buttons on the Arcade1Up is something you can do. If that is something that you want to do, you can do it. If you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. So let's walk you through the website real quick, and we'll do some close-ups of the products as well. So Arcade1Up, if you go to it, he has a section. You hit buttons, and you see all of these 28 millimeter buttons that you can use, but there's different versions. And I had a few people comment and said, hey, I don't understand the various buttons that are out there. And they were talking about DIY Retro Arcade because I've recommended them for a long time. I love how Shane he builds these kits. It's kind of like he builds these console kits. Now, actually, that's kind of the origin of my name. Was I did have a shop and I sold things in a kit that were just ready to go. And I love that he makes it easier. But you can go to the website and you can buy button by button. So let me show you the ones that we're going to be talking about. So there's these concave buttons and convex buttons. Some of them are one-piece design, and some of them are standard arcade buttons with micro switches separately. Some have LED and some do not. Some have a very specific artwork on them. Because you want to, have a one-player, two-player, or maybe it's for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so you want artwork. So we're going to be talking about that. Let's take a look first at these concave single-button designs, and look at the price, $1.79. You're going to have various options for colors, and I'll show you the red one that I have. Okay, as you can see on this one, it has that one-piece design. You're going to put the wires at the bottom. It doesn't matter which way you put the wires on these. They don't have light-up buttons. It's called a ground loop, right? So when you press the button, it's just triggering those two pieces at the bottom to be connected, and it's super simple. So if you put it on one side or the other, it doesn't really matter. These are basically the same feel of the Arcade1Up third generation. Now we're going to take a look at this one. It is also that same design, right? In the sense that it's one piece. But this one has built-in LEDs. So you're going to see 4 prongs at the bottom. And it kind of feels like a Sanwa style, but without the Sanwa price. Now we're taking a look at this one. This is the 25-cent push button. A lot of people put this on the front of their cabinet. Now this one's a different design. We're kind of going into this new thing where you kind of connect this piece inside it, and I'll show you a reason why you do that. But this is the micro switch. You can see how when you press the button, it's tapping that micro switch. But on the inside, you see that little prong there? That's where you can put a little LED light. And then you insert that. Notice right here, that's the ground and power for the LED. And then separately is the actual ground loop for, triggering that you've pressed the button. So again, these are all real simple to install. You just have to know, the right order to kind of insert it and screw it and tighten it and then connect those wires. Now we're taking a look at the American standards. And I own a lot of these because I actually really like them. They're pretty inexpensive and they work really well. But it has the nice micro switch down below that works pretty good. And you can buy these in various colors. I really like these for like the older kind of legacy, kind of like a Pac-Man, Galaga, that generation of games. These work really, really well. And in my opinion, these feel better than the Arcade1Up buttons. If you swap out to these, you'll get a minor upgrade. Now we're starting to get into the light up series. So this used just like that coin door where it has the attachment at the bottom and you insert that and twist it. You're going to put the micro switch at the bottom. And the reason why it's that separate piece is because you can take it off. And that's where you can put the LED light inside there. And then that switch, when you press that button, it's going to trigger, the actual action to tell, the character to jump or, whatever. But this one kind of has a black top on it, this particular one. So the light's going to kind of glow around it. Here's another one that they have, and it's a very similar design that we were just looking at, but it has that chrome on the outside. And so maybe you want to go for that flavor of a button. And this is all at this point just taste. All of those convex buttons kind of feel very similar. And if you have the micro switch like we're showing here, and I'm about to install incorrectly, you're going to see I'm doing it from the top to the bottom, and I'm having troubles. I'm like, come on, I can't get it in there. And then I realized that's right, I'm doing it backwards, because I'm an idiot. So you got to start at the bottom and you kind of push it down. I'll get it. Hold on. I'm almost there. There we go. All right. Very good. Okay. So that's how you install a micro switch. Anyone can do it. If I can do it, anyone can do it, right? And, this is the one for LED. So it's not bad. You're going to get a nice micro switch. It's going to feel like it clicks. And you can slap that baby. It's nice and flat. So those are the variety of buttons that you can get from Shane. I thought they were super simple to kind of break down and show the community, just in case there's some people out there that are on the fence of whether or not maybe they want to swap out their buttons, but you're like, need just a little bit of guidance. So I wanted to walk you through the website here, and you can check and see. We got the standard arcade push button here. These are the ones that I really like. Basically, if it has a micro switch on the button, it has that click, and I like that. Some people prefer something more like this, where it's a simple. It's a light up. These aren't too bad. Maybe so for fighting games, and maybe you want to add light up to your fighting games. You can slap those really, really fast. They'd be pretty good, I guess. I say I guess because I'm not really into the light up buttons myself. I don't think I really have anything in my arcade that's a light up button. I do like this right here, the light up trackball. I really think Arcade1Up should come up with a light up trackball, like actually just put it on a cabinet. But if you wanted to get one of those, that's on Amazon. Glenn's Retro Shore sells those, and I think they're pretty good. So thank you so much for watching my video. Link down in the description to DIY Retro Arcade. Check out his buttons. Let me know if you have any questions about any of the products that he sells, because I probably have bought it. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.